Hello students. So we have already completed with first exercise. So let's start with our second exercise. So in the second exercise, the first question, they have given us a table where there are certain values missing. Okay. We have to find this missing value. Okay. Let's concentrate on the first problem. The first problem, A is given as -7, B is given as 3, N as 8, and we are supposed to find the value of AN. Okay. Now the first thing that you have to do is check, is there any formula which connects all these things? Is there any formula? Yes, it is. So what is the formula? Let's take the first one. The formula is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into B, isn't it? So we have to find the value of AN. A is given as -3 plus N is 8, 8 minus 1. Okay. B value is 3. Okay. Since N is given as 8, you can also substitute the value of N here as 8. Okay. So A8 or AN, that's okay. -7 plus 8 minus 1 is 7 into 3. So -7 plus 7 3s are 21. So -7 plus 21 gives you 14. Therefore, A8 or AN, in this case, it is 14. Okay. If you have replaced it by 8, then you write it as A8. Okay. Therefore, the missing value is AN is equal to 14. So, you have to just check, is there any formula which connects all this 4? Yes, this is the formula. Take this formula, substitute it, and you'll get it. Similarly, let's try the second one. Okay. Let's take the same formula again. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Now, here A is given. Okay. Let's substitute. D is not given. Okay. The value of N is given as 10. So, let's put 10 here. 10 minus 1. D value is not given. AN value is given as 0. Here we are supposed to find the value of D. Now let's transpose this -18. That is, I'll get this -18, which is in the right side of the equals, to the left side. Okay, I'm transposing the other side. 0 minus 18, if it comes this side, it will become plus 18 equals 10 minus 1 is 9D. So 0 plus 18 is 18. 18 equals 9D. So we just need the value of D. Okay. I'm going to transpose this 9. 9 is in multiplication with D. 9 and D are multiplied. So if I transpose this 9 to the other side, it will become 18 by 9 equals D. So 9 ones are 9 twos are. Therefore, the value of D is 2. So let's fill it here. The value of D is 2. Okay. Let's go to the third one. And here we are going to use the same formula. Okay, let's take the same formula. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Here A is not given. Okay, D is given, N is given, AN is given. AN is -5 equals A is not given. N is given as 18. So N value is 18 minus 1. D value is -3. Whenever D value is negative, make sure you put a bracket. Otherwise, the meaning changes, because here N minus 1 into D. This N minus 1 and D are multiplied. Okay. So if you don't put bracket, it seems as if you are subtracting it. 18 minus 1 is what? 17. 17 minus 3. It will give a different meaning, isn't it? So whenever D is negative, put a bracket. Now it becomes multiplication. -5 equals A plus 18 minus 1 is 17 into -3. Now -5 equals A plus into minus is minus, 17 3s are 51. -51, you just transpose it because we need A. Transpose is -51 to the other side. -5 minus 51 comes this side, will become plus 51 equal to A. So 51 minus 5 will give you 46. Therefore, the value of A is 46. So let's fill it here. The value of A is 46. Isn't it? It's very simple. You have to just use the formula, substitute the given values, find the unknown. Okay, let's go with the next question, fourth one. Exactly the same way, the fourth question. Okay, so what is the value of an? They have given it as 3.6. What is the value of a given? Minus 18.9 plus the value of n is not given, and the value of d is given as 2.5. So let's take that. So this is our formula. We have substituted the given things. Now let's solve it. First, transpose this minus 18.9 to the other side. And remember, you should not transpose this 2.5 initially. Later you can do it. Okay. Now in the very first step, you are not supposed to transpose it, because this 2.5 belongs only to this. Basically, there are two terms here. This is one term, this is another term. Okay. Now when there are two terms and this 2 point belongs only to this. This 2.5 is multiplied only for n minus 1. So you are not supposed to transpose. Meaning, in the very first step, you cannot transpose this 2.5 and you cannot write it like this. This is not allowed. Okay, because this 2.5 belongs only to this. Okay, so you are not supposed to transpose it now. So let's just transpose this first. Minus 18.9 to the other side. 3.6 minus 18.9 comes this will become plus 18.9. That is equal to n minus 1 into 2.5. So let's add it. 3.6 plus 18.9. 21, 22.4. You will get it as 22.4. 18 plus 3 is 21. 0.9 plus 0.6 is 1.5. Sorry, 22.5. I'm sorry. 22.5. Okay. That is equal to n minus 1 into 2.5. Now you can transpose this 2.5 to the other side. So it will become 22.5 by 2.5 is equal to n minus 1. If you observe, both numerator and denominator have got one digit after the decimal. After decimal, one digit. After decimal, one digit. So you can take out the decimal. Now you can do it. 25 ones are 25 nines are. Okay. N minus 1 is equal to 9. Therefore, n will be equal to 9. Minus 1, if it comes this side, it will become plus 1. Therefore, n value is 10. Yeah, I hope this is clear. Very simple. We took the formula, substituted the values, minus 18.9 to the other side. We added it, we got 22.5. Transpose this now, 22.5 by 2.5. If you observe carefully, after decimal there is one digit. After decimal there is one digit. So directly you can do it. Suppose if you have got like this 22.5 divided by 25. In that case, see here, if you want to remove the decimal, after decimal how many digits are there? One digit. So if you remove the decimal, you will put 1 0 in the denominator. Because after decimal there is only one digit. If there were two digits, you will put two zeros. Where? In the denominator. If you are removing decimal in the numerator, you will put the zeros in the denominator. Vice versa. Okay, let's do some more problems so that you will understand better. 3.57 divided by, let's say, 3. Now how do we solve this? Very easy. Now if I am removing this decimal, after decimal two digits were there, right? So we have to put two zeros in the denominator. Okay. If you are removing decimals in the denominator, you have to put the zeros in the numerator. I hope it is clear. So let's go for the next problem. Okay students, let's solve the fifth question. So here a value is given, d value is given, n value is given. We have to find an. Okay. So an is equal to, a value is 3.5 and d value is 0, n value is 105. So a plus n is 105 minus 1, d value is 0. Okay. So 3.5 plus 104 minus 1 is 105 minus 1 is 104 into 0. So we know that 0 into anything is 0. So 3.5 plus 0 is 3.5. So AN is 3.5. Let's fill it. Okay. So this is the first question of the second exercise. So let's get into the next question. Okay, students, in the second main, we have to choose the correct answer. So the first question, the second main, 30th term of the AP 10, 7, 10, 7, 4 is. Now, whenever there is a problem related to AP, the first step is always to find the value of A and D. So let's find the value of A and D here. The AP is 10, 7, 4, so on. So here the value of A is 10. The value of D is, how do you find D? Second term minus first term. So 7 minus 10 gives us -3. Whenever we subtract, greater number sign, 10 is a greater number, it has got negative sign. So 7 minus 10 is -3. Now we are supposed to find 30th term. We know that 30th term, A30 is A plus 29D. Or you can also use the formula. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. You need 30th term. So this N should be written as 30. A plus N is 30. 30 minus 1 into D. A plus 30 minus 1 is 29D. So you can directly write it. But in exams, if it is asked, you write the formula, then you can write this. Okay. Because formula will be counting for marks. Okay. Now here, it's very simple. A30 for all the term except the first term. For all the term, you will have A plus whatever the position is there, 1 less, 29D. Okay. So here the value of A is 10 plus 29 into D is -3. Okay. So it becomes 10 plus into minus 29 threes are. See this 29 threes are, you can split the 29 as 20 and 9. 29 can be split as 20 and 9. So 29 into 3, right? So I have just split the 29 as 20 and 9. 20 into 3 is 60. 9 threes are 27. Add it, you get 87. So quickly you can do it. So 87. So 10 minus 87 is minus 77. That's your 30th term. So therefore the option C is the correct answer. Very simple. We found the value of A, we found the value of D. Then we need a 30th term. So 30th term is given by A plus 29D. A value is 10, D value is -3. Substitute it, calculate it, you will get the answer. Very simple. Let's go. Similarly, let's go to the next one. This is our first question. Okay. Let's go to our second question. Let me solve it here itself. Okay. Again, what is the value? Let's write the AP first. -3, -1/2, 2, so on. Okay. The value of A is -3. A is the first term. This is my first term. Now what is the D? It is given by second term minus first term. Second term is -1/2 minus first term is -3. So it will become minus of minus. Already there is a minus. A1 is also having minus. So minus of minus. So -1/2 plus 3. Okay. You can directly do it if you observe carefully. I'm sorry, it is not visible. I'm sorry. Let me do it here. Let me continue here. D is equal to -1/2. Minus into minus is plus 3. If you observe, minus half plus 3, or you can also say it as 3 minus half. 3 minus half is how much? 2.5. 2.5 is nothing but 5/2. Or you can take LCM and solve it. Definitely you will get the same answer. Therefore, D is 5/2. What is the required thing? The required thing is 11th term. Okay, 11th term is given by the formula A plus 10D. So what is our A here? -3 plus 10. D is 5/2. So you can cancel it. 2 1s are, 2 5s are. So you're left with -3 plus 5 into 5 is 25. 25 minus 3 is 22. Therefore, the correct option is option B. Very simple. We found the value of A, that is -3. Then we subtracted these two things. We got the value of D. Then substitute in the formula. We'll get the value of required thing. That is the 11th term. I hope this is understood. So let's get into the next main.